It is my first flight since being diagnosed with kidney failure. And we are headed to New York, and we are wearing the Trump was right about everything hat. And we're going to do a video here in the airport for you guys, so let's see what happens. I am flying on American Air. I love flying American Air. You know why? Because I love America. So I'm literally going from dialysis to the airport, and I made sure my clinic made me nice and dry. Seriously, if you guys look at my feet, you can see every single tendon. But as a result of such aggressive fluid removal, definitely I'm feeling a little bit fatigued. So I am getting the wheelchair service to my gate, which will expedite. You know, I don't think there's a line at this hour, but if there is, I get to skip it. These are one of the few benefits of having a terminal illness such as kidney failure. And of course, if you want to support my channel, giftsandgo.com/AdamFrancisco. I'm the only man fighting a terminal illness while still fighting for this country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. Thank you, sir. And we are off to the gates. Cloudy. What a good girl you are. What's your dog's name? Coco, what a cutie. We made it on the plane. I got cloud right below me. And my first flight since kidney failure. And feels good to be back on an airplane. And I'm excited for New York. We're gonna have a good time collabing with Savannah Craven, who was just assaulted. And I'm laughing because it's just absurd. And Tara from the Polish American Brotherhood. So we should have a great weekend for you guys. Lots of content. By the time you see this, the weekend will probably be over. And it's going to be a good trip. Well, as always, God bless Trump. Oh, what a boomer. We landed safely. Looks like we did not have a DEI pilot today, which is some great news. And we're probably going to take the public transportation into Manhattan and head right to the event. So I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, we are in New York on Bleecker Street, and I was warned not to wear my Trump hats here in the city because leftists are getting increasingly violent, but I'm doing it anyway. I am in the Trump was right about everything hat, standing here in the corner of Bleecker Street, and I am waiting for Tara and Savannah Craven, who will be joining me shortly. But we made it to New York, had a safe flight. Plane was super cold, but as I said before, no DEI pilots, which was great because I landed safely. So one of the things that I do miss about New York is that I'm standing on a pretty empty street. Relatively, there's not much going on this street. Not a lot of restaurants or stores, and it's still busy. So I can only imagine how easy it would be to conduct street interviews in a place like New York City, where I could stand on pretty much any street corner and have a constant flow of people to interview. I could probably get a video done in like 15 minutes. Whereas when I'm in Florida sometimes, I gotta stay out there a lot longer because flow of traffic isn't as high. So that's one of the good things about New York. It's both good and bad, the volume of people. So we're gonna start this trip off on a very meaningful note. We are at a candlelight vigil to honor all the babies that have been killed through abortion outside of the now defunct Planned Parenthood here in New York City on Bleecker Street. The address is actually 26 Bleecker Street. And this is a really nice thing to see happening in New York. Remember, guys, this is a liberal cesspool. This is a Democrat stronghold. So to see so many people here with conservative values that are pro-life, that want to honor the babies that have been killed through abortion is such a beautiful thing to see. And I'm very happy to be here. So we're going to interview some people, find out why they're pro-life, hear kind of their best pro-life arguments, and just see what happens. So I don't want to put these guys in the back of the video, but there are some undercover plainclothes officers here. And this is what a lot of conservatives need to do because the left tends to get violent, as we saw with Savannah Craven yesterday.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really...
Completely caught Savannah off guard. She had no time to react. And, you know, Savannah did not fight back because she was clearly caught off guard, stunned. And I understand, you know, it was a shocking moment for her. Totally unexpected. But that's why we have undercover police here to keep us safe and make sure that no one tries to pull any shenanigans like they did to Savannah yesterday. So Trump pardoned you?
Yeah.
How did they tell you? Did they email you or call you?
I mean, I was watching it live on television. Oh. In prison, we were watching it live. Me and him were
wow.
in Danbury together, so.
That's crazy.
And, you know, everybody was like, oh, you're getting pardoned, dude. And an officer came in about an hour later, and he's like, if someone picks you up, you know, do you have someone to pick you up? And I said, yeah.
Wow.
made a phone call, and then it was 1 a.m. I think. They came in to get us.
Wow.
1 a.m. They came in to get us, and they said,
That's amazing.
"You're out. Kicked us out in the middle of the night."
What would you say to Trump if you could say anything to him?
Thank you. I hope you keep your promises with everything else, Trump. And we want accountability. That's the biggest thing. Is we want accountability for what happened on January 6th, especially for the murders of Ashley Babbitt and Roseanne Boylan. That's the most important thing for us and for all the families that were affected. And restitution would be nice. Restitution would be nice, but.
I agree with that.
Other than that, I'm very, very grateful for Trump for keeping his word and for getting the January 6ers out.
Awesome.
And we hope for justice and for restitution.
So they are giving out red roses at the events as part of honoring all the little souls lost to the evil that is preventing parenthood. Not Planned Parenthood, preventing parenthood. That should be the right name.
Why I'm pro-life.
Yeah, I overheard you were talking about some details.
Why not be pro-life? I mean, it's the time. Women, it's just not natural for women to kill their children. Kill their own flesh and blood. That's not us. So this is a great moment that God has granted us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a wonderful time that he's actually listening to the few women, the women who've been through abortions, who would say, no, this is real, this is horrible. I feel horrible, whether it's 10 years later, 20 years, 30 or 40.
Yeah.
They don't want the young women of today to go through what they went through.
Right.
And I think the abortion pill is making it very, very hard and very, very good for the pro-life movement. I mean, I hate to say that, but once a woman is confronted with the baby's body parts and she has to see that.
Oh, it makes it super real.
Right.
That must be pretty traumatizing.
It's no more the words of the empty words of body autonomy and all this other
clump of cells.
Clump of cells. When she sees that, she knows.
I heard that when women go into an abortion clinic, they try not to show the heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Because women who see the heartbeat are more likely to not abort their child.
Of course.
Because it makes it real.
It's not natural.
Right.
It's not natural for a woman to kill her own flesh and blood. It's just not natural. But if enough people are yelling at her, screaming at her, and she doesn't have the support, right, she's going to make that decision, not fully knowing all the ramifications that comes after that, and the reality and the truth.
Here she is, still breathing. Damn. What's up, bro? Good camera work. I gotta give you some credit for that.
So I have a sign for you.
Oh, thank you.
This
Let's see what you brought me.
homemade.
More black babies aborted than born in New York City. Yeah, it's like more than 50% of black babies are aborted in New York.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What else you got? That's just today. Guys, this is a great turnout out here. Look at this turnout, it's amazing. A lot of patriots out here today, supporting unborn lives, preborn lives, human lives.
I'm fighting with my faith and my soul.
You guys agree with the message? Shouldn't kill babies?
People pass by, they look to me.
Speaker, pardoned by
They're against killing babies.
pro-life activity.
Be closed and it's going to be slated to be sold. But it's also.
They're against killing babies. They're against killing babies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they're here for. To honor all the lives Planned Parenthood's taken.
Okay, I just got an abortion done.
Congratulations. You must be proud of yourself. Yeah, you're proud of it too, I see. Typical liberals, typical.
Babies every year at this place. It's difficult to know.
11,000 babies were killed here. 11,000, that's a lot of people.
11,000 children.
11,000 babies were killed here in this building.
Keep fresh me, Tony! Go home from sports!
You're crazy, bro.
Fuck you!
You're unhinged. Keep it together. Keep it together. Let's act like adults here. This place is wicked. Planned Parenthood, wicked. It's wicked. They've killed 11,000 babies a year here.
Well, here?
In this building, 11,000 babies have been killed per year.
Yeah, that's my first time I heard that.
This is like a cemetery inside here. It should be called Preventing Parenthood, not Planned Parenthood. It should be called Preventing Parenthood.
I don't know. I
You
don't
know?
know that.
All they do is kill babies here, pull them apart limb by limb.
Do not stand idly by while your neighbors being dragged to slaughter.
So I'm standing across the street from the vigil, and I'm just telling New Yorkers as they pass by what exactly they're protesting. And these reactions just show you how evil some of these people are. Eye rolls, laughing, bragging about abortions. It's really just disturbing behavior. And I don't know how we can find common ground with some of these people. I really don't. You got one side saying, let's not kill unborn humans. And you got one side bragging and celebrating that they just killed an unborn human. I don't know if I might picked it up, but one of those girls literally screamed, I just had an abortion last week. And I said, oh, you sound like you're proud of it. And she said, I am proud of it. Whether or not she's joking, that is an awful sentiment to put out into the world.
Share God's love because it is bearing fruit. And we are seeing that is coming down. And I said, I sure pray that when we get out of prison, we can join in the next vigil.
Born children in your city who are starving to death and need your help. And why don't you go help them? That's a great.
You're a weak man, soy boy. Hey, soy boy, come back. Hey, you soy boy, beta cup.
Sick.
Hey, you sick man.
But I am proud to say I knew and worked with Chris Slattery. He was at home more than 30 years ago. And we came up to the summer and shut this place down to the day. It has been a mistake. Then came the close by getting stricter.
There's a Planned Parenthood.
No, they're honoring all the babies that were killed in this building behind me.
Their strength is over. They've been different for years. I'll give you is one I quote all the time. I'm a contrarian.
You heard what she said, guys? She wants to give this a thumbs down. Why? Why would you give it a thumbs down? So we're out here standing telling people don't kill babies. And she said she wants to give it a thumbs down. Do you hear these people? Do they not hear themselves? They need to take a step back and look at the situation from like an outside perspective and realize what they're booing. It's not Christianity. It's people that are against killing babies, which is just a common sense thing at this point.
No.
It's not religious at all.
My gay ass loves you.
They're honoring all the babies killed by abortion. That's what the roses symbolize. If you guys want to leave a rose, we have extra.
Let's see the hat.
You like that hat?
Let me see.
Oh shit, what's up, my man? Got 2 MAGA hats. You got the dark MAGA.
We're all Trumpers here.
I know. As America should be. I know. I know.
Women with cancer. Cecilia Richards, who's the former Planned Parenthood president, actually admitted that they don't do mammograms.
They do mammograms.
They don't.
They
Why would their president say they don't do mammograms if they do?
So abortion. Some people, if they have a baby, could
So
die.
it's a baby.
if they give birth, they could die.
So they should kill their baby?
That's a small amount. Come on.
So
People
there's
get
a
mammograms.
woman to
The woman
kill their
get
baby?
Tiny.
is having the baby can also
People
die.
get
Do
birth
you want to take away
control.
someone's
Very
life?
few. Don't
People
give
get
me
birth
that.
control.
That's
So
fine.
wait,
I
really
don't
quick,
wanna
really
hear
quick,
it.
really
Okay,
quick.
that's fine.
What are you,
That's
really
fine.
quick, what are you guys, if you really are so pro-life, what are you doing for the 400,000 plus children who are in foster care? Are you fostering children?
Well, the
Are you
first
adopting
thing we're gonna
children?
do
Our
here-
agency helps with that.
Have some respect. No, I'm fully respecting you. I'm respecting your
respect
decision. I just
your
give
choice.
different opinions. That's okay.
And that's okay.
Do you want to know why we have to film?
We have different.
Because you see my eye? I was assaulted by somebody on your side yesterday, and she almost killed me.
Okay.
So that's why we're filming. And it's also the First Amendment, which I know you guys don't like that, but...
So why are you?
I don't.
So you go help people in the foster. This is what we're called to do. God's called us to do this. You go do your ministry.
God calls you to help you with people who are
You don't
living.
know what you don't know what God's called me
Babies in the womb
for.
are alive.
You don't know.
Science?
They're alive. That's a
Basic
human
science?
being.
In the first couple trimesters, those babies could not survive
That's
outside
a
of
lie.
the womb.
That's
Okay,
a
then you
lie.
take a baby who's
That's
2
true.
weeks
Go help-
after the sperm
go help
going
foster
into the
people.
uterus.
This is what we're called to
Then
get out.
My
My
mother in the 90s had a bunch of women coming in. She worked residency in a Boston hospital. She had a bunch of women that tried to give themselves an abortion, and they were near death because they were bleeding out all over the place. Incredible
And that's a
condition.
pro-lifer's fault?
No, that's a fault for not having
The
healthy
choice.
access to have a choice to make that decision for
That's a small
themselves.
number. Stop it.
No,
Yes, it
they
is.
were near death,
No,
bleeding
no,
out.
We don't want to hear it. Go. You go help
Okay,
the foster.
all right.
Okay, if you really care about life, you would go help the 400,000 kids in foster care and in the adoption system. We're outside. We're outside. I don't no.
You have no respect for our decision, for our bodies.
It's not your body.
You have two...
Oh, really? It's not my body?
It's a separate
Not
body.
my body.
It's a separate body inside
You
of
are a man, so you have absolutely zero
You don't
right.
know
You're
what I
wearing
am.
you're a man. Okay.
It's not a MAGA hat. It's not a MAGA hat.
Trump was right
And
about
it's a
everything.
woman.
Not a MAGA hat.
Trump
About to
doesn't
die
care about
because she can't give birth.
My mother was gonna die, and she still decided to have me. I'm here because of that.
I'm
because
happy
she's
for that.
Brave.
I'm happy
But you
for
know
that.
what? She had
She
the
could have
choice.
done it.
She had the choice to have you. Other people don't
the
get the
babies
choice.
do
People
not-
in Texas
Exactly.
don't get the choice,
The
and they
baby doesn't
die.
have a
10-year-olds
choice.
who are
The
raped.
baby doesn't have-
10-year-olds
we
who
stand
are
for the unborn.
You guys
That's less than 1% of all abortions.
The unborn.
That's
We
less than
stand
1%.
for the unborn. The ones that cannot defend themselves. We stand for them.
Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, my bags. Yeah. I just got off the airplane. So as you can see, guys, emotions are running high. Liberals are getting emotional and raising their voices and using all the same talking points. It's my body, it's my choice.
I googled what is abortion, and what came up was a doctor who had done over 1,200 abortions 3 years ago, almost to the day.
You guys agree that we should protect the unborn, right? You don't think we should protect the unborn?
Yeah.
We should.
Well, it depends.
Wait, what does it depend on? What does it depend on?
Life of the mother is big.
Life of the mother? Your womb is made for one purpose, to give birth. That's it. Like that hat?
Do you seriously feel that way?
Absolutely. What's he wrong about? Tell me what he's wrong about.
Every fucking thing.
That's not an answer, dickhead. Come on, soy boy. Defend your position. Stand on business, soy boy.
There's actually dragged to death.
It's a great sign.
Thank you. I made it.
You're proud of yourself.
What are you doing over here?
You know, I'm just trying to get the reactions from these Democrats. And they don't say anything when they're there, but they'll say shit when they're here.
Yeah.
Like they'll turn around and boo. And I just put it back in their faces because they're not used to that, I guess, out here. So I keep telling them, come on back, say it to my face. They won't.
You are not neighborly. Go
And I'm glad she's here, so give it away.
Thank you for coming tonight. We're here to celebrate. Yes. Wow, what a blessing. And it's because all of you guys were here. Now, while my sister Pearl was speaking, I was hearing in the background a low energy hooligan. And a low energy hooligan silencing a brown woman. How fitting for Planned Parenthood, who was created to silence black voices. They silence all of our voices. Planned Parenthood was created because Margaret Sanger wanted to exterminate the Negro population. Her words, not mine. Her words. She looked at human beings as weeds. She said the greatest sin one can commit is bringing a child into this world. Our Mother Teresa says, saying there are too many children is like saying there are too many flowers. Which one of those do you think is really for women? It's really for life. They are anti-life, they are anti-women, they are anti-child, and they want to destroy anything and anyone that comes in their path. They're even willing to kill you. And I don't want to make this about me tonight, but I was assaulted by a pro-abortion crazed woman yesterday. There are demons that are walking among us. Abortion is violence, therefore it creates violence. It has taken over people. It's disgusting. I could have been killed yesterday, but by the grace of God and because of my amazing husband, he was able to intervene and get in front of that woman. And all I have is, you know, this little battle scar. I got a couple stitches. I have a black eye. But I would do this 1,000,000 times again if it meant that abortion was abolished. We have to be willing to put our lives on the line like Jesus did for us. We have a God that many people out here don't know. We need to share about him who literally came and died for us. What a blessing for us sinners. We talk about people, we commit sins, but he still forgives us. It's incredible, and we need to forgive the people in here who have contributed to the death of tens of thousands of babies. And I know that that's hard. I know that we're angry, but it's what we have to do. We have to show grace to these people because these people know not what they do. They don't know what's right. And God closing this facility, you guys being out here, is just one step further. We are never going to stop. There are more black babies aborted in our city than born. Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter, pro-aborts? No. You guys don't care about black lives. You don't care about black women. You want to destroy. This is a genocide. And I'm tired of it. We're done. And so we can celebrate tonight. We can be excited. But we have so much more work to do because guess what? The women who aren't going to be going here, they're going to be going to the other ones. And they're going to be sending them right there. And so we need to show up on these sidewalks, we need to speak out on our social media. It doesn't matter if you can't be here every weekend. I understand that. We all have things we have to do. But when you can, share the word of God with others. You have no idea the seed that you are planting and what your activism, what your tiny witness, you thinking as a one person, you're not doing much. You might be the reason somebody chooses life. You might be the reason that somebody cancels their abortion appointment. So thank you all again for being here. Thank you for supporting me for all over these years. I love you all so much.